This is a test to prove whether ELO hell exists. This is Oily Man Fish. He's low 1200 MMR, silver player. He believes he should be at the very least high gold into plat. And you know he's kind of holding back. He thinks he should be high plat. He's not gonna say it in case he loses. He thinks he should be high plat. He's a sport player. And we've matched him up in a lobby with all other very high gold MMR or high plat MMR players. There are multiple players in this lobby that are plat 1, plat 2 with upward, like right around 2k MMR. He's at 1200. So the gap there is massive. We'll see what happens. I really don't know what's going on. Quit reading the script. No script. Just my beautiful intros, dude. This is something that has been argued about for in every game forever, right? But in Smite, it's been like a heavy argument for the last 10 years because I personally don't think ELO hell is real, but he's gonna prove. This is his chance to prove because he is support, so he's gonna be surrounded with people that are decent. And he should be able to, if he's as good as he says, his teammates should be able to fucking put him where he should be. So their bans are standard bans. I try to do my best to hype up everyone in this game to make sure they tried and played the game. But like I said, Oily is a support player. So I will say this. I already said it once. Being a support player in low MMR, you might be stuck in your rank because you aren't going to consistently carry. So this is a very, very good opportunity for him to prove himself. Oily just told his team that his ranked teammates first picked Nuwa solo. So he's in a whole new ball game right now. This is just uncharted waters for him. He did say he was nervous too, so I'm actually interested how this goes. So Tuzzies is a Susano main. I'm not 100% sure on anyone else in this lobby. I know everyone in the lobby's MMRs, there was some discrepancy, like there were some gaps. I don't know if they stacked it for him. So maybe they did, maybe they want him to look better. I don't know. Because I didn't make this lobby. I just set it up so there was a lobby people could join. Tuzzies is console? I did not know that. What a fucking beast. I played a couple games with him on my your console too? On the Yorm main? This is a Yorm main. This dude has thousands of hours on Yorm. Thousands of hours. So we got some interesting stuff here. Team comps look pretty standard. They don't look like low-level team comps, so I'm sure Oily's pick is the weirdest pick to me because I knew he was going to play Yorm. So outside of the Yorm, Oily's pick is the weirdest pick in this lobby. And we're going to focus on the Ymir. Like, obviously, other people pop off. Nope. Give them their props. I'm going to ignore that they exist. We're going to watch this Ymir play the game. Oily. He's starting with normal items, so that's good. For 1200 MMR, I never know what to expect. I'll be honest with you, I never know what to expect. He went shell, he went cooldown, the horn.
Party face, party
normal
face.
Items, all normal items. I haven't watched somebody play from this POV in a long time, so it's gonna be interesting to watch him use his cooldowns too. Of all picks, he picked Ymir. This is it. He says he's an ELO L. He's better than the people he's in the games with. He should be high gold, plat, whatever. I think he was holding back. Nobody's ever gonna, if you don't have like pure confidence that you're gonna go in and stomp everybody, which I hope somebody does. He was reserved, like he's nervous and that. I think he believes he should be very high plat ranked, because if you're saying plat and you're holding back, you definitely mean high plat in a diamond. I hope he pops off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I truly hope he pops off. Their team comps are pretty spicy. The duo lanes are weird. Not like bad weird, but they're a little weird. His duo lane is good. They picked the Cern first, so the Ymir actually pairs with the Cern nicely. Okay. I think his 2 missed the buff, the green buff. He could have walked it way farther back to purple. This is stuff I see people in Masters do though, so I can't really say too much. No, he didn't upgrade shell. It's a visual bug. He didn't have the gold upgrade shell. Yeah, heavily outcleared by Neath Athena. Doesn't hit the back creeps with his 2. And they still, I think they still get pressure. He should have been hitting the 2 back ramps. There's no reason to just hit the melee. Doesn't stun the creeps with that stun on Athena. He's playing kind of far back. His ADC is up farther than him. This is something that lower level supports do. He should never be behind his CERN ever. He just hit miss melees with his 2-2. I don't think he understands the value that comes out of hitting all the creeps with your abilities, even though you are support. Like, you have really good damage. He's standing behind him again. Jungler's here. No health pots popped. He popped the multi-pot earlier, but as soon as that fight started, he should have had a health pot taking.
Ready, go, learn well.
He's giving up pressure. He's giving up. There you go. Much better. I don't know if the CERN told him what to do, or he just gained some confidence there. Actually walk up and do something. No health. His health pot's not constantly ticking when he's not full. Bug me. I don't know what he's looking at. He's giving up wave control here. Doesn't stun the Athena out right away. He is extremely hesitant to make a move on a Ymir as a Ymir pick. Yeah, he's missed his 2 on a lot of creeps. Ton of creeps. Athena's bullying Ymir. He should control this lane by himself, despite what ADC is on his team. His 2's been up for a while. He's not using the 2 on cooldown. Not autoing creeps. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? 2 of the creeps. Why are we walling? Just stun.
How's it going?
Yeah, he hasn't stunned into a 2 once. He's standing so far back. He's burned through all his health pods. He's so afraid of dying. There you go, 2. Why the wall? Just press 2. You don't need the wall. He's in trouble, Shell. He hasn't popped his cooldown. He's not using his horn shard. He's asking. Okay, wait. Okay, they're all right. Oh my gosh, he's dead. Oh, that D.Va is so close to killing him. Oh, stressing me out. This is an even game. No kills yet. That was close though. So with this comp, with a Ymir and a CERN into their comp, they should have wave fully cleared every single time, and they should be getting the shield buff on cooldown. They're struggling right now. ETH isn't level 5 though. Oh, she hasn't got wave yet. Dude is sitting here with 400 HP. Yeah, he's dead. There's no world he doesn't back there. The duo lane is screwed now. They're backing off. Wow. That's interesting. Check his items. He finished prophetic. Golden ant. Okay, he couldn't buy wards or anything, so he finishes prophetic, no gold for wards. He has no health pot and no wards, so if he runs to the lane, he's gonna play very passive again. He's gonna be super scared. He's aware enough though to run to this fight. He didn't sit there and do dumb stuff. He's like, actually good. Okay, they got the kill. That wall was pretty good. It wasn't perfect, but I mean, what's he gonna do? Yeah, but his stun just came out so late. I don't know if he's console or not. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're you know, all ranked is combined now, so it doesn't matter if you're on console or whatever. Besides the point. destroyed his whole mana bar already. God damn. Oh. He's his mana management is really bad. He's worthless going to the mid lane right here. He's leveling his stun. He has no pressure with an aggro pick. Zero pressure. I can't even check the abilities to this. That's weird. Just gonna pull up the text. That's annoying. I am not you pick Ymir for that pressure and then you just throw it away instantly. He has no clear, no damage. Oh, Thoth is in. I don't think they get a clear. If Ymir's wall was better there or just held, he's throwing out his wall like it isn't valuable, and he's using it before using the 2, which is strange. The stun does gain a second on the cooldown, which I respect. He's thinking of it like Athena, but his damage from his 2 is way more valuable to me. If you're gonna play an aggro support, play around the aggro ability, which is your 2's damage. Your 2's base damage is very high. He's got a long stun though. Building. I don't know what he's going into, what he's going to choose to go into here. I don't know who's pinging. I wonder if it's him. He's got wards now. Wait, he bought 2 health pots? Is he gonna place the wards? Yeah, there he goes. Please don't put a ward right there. Please don't put the... Alright, so he's heavy protecting his mid laner with his wards, giving the rest of his team really no vision, no knowledge. Yeah, he's probably gonna sit mid with this Thoth the whole game. Which is not what he should be doing. He could have ganked so many lanes already, as Ymir. His mechanics are... He needs to develop mechanically a lot. He's just eating a ton of damage right now. I don't think he's used his Horn Shard once. Oh, wait, he popped it. Okay. We got like 6 missed stuns in a row. No, he's missing a lot of autos on creeps. Oh, he's gonna take a lot. Good, decent wall. Oh no, they turned on the Thoth. Not a decent wall. He kind of freaked out and lost all vision control of his mid. His team had a solid rotation there. Awkward stun onto the CC immune target. Ult's not the worst. That ult should have come out when the Thoth was dying. Like when he turned around away, should have been turning and running. He should have been ulting. You can't play support and be afraid to die. Bro, why do you keep autoing the air? It's actually triggering me. It is triggering me, dude. Wait, he's not leveling his 2? He leveled the wall. What on earth is happening? He's there. You can say nerves or whatever you want. He's leveling the wrong abilities. Just at its core. That is not nerves. That's mistakes. Is he going into his Shoguns? Max wall is not okay. No. Bro, leveling the 3 on Ymir support is questionable by itself. I could see an argument to be made, but it's wrong. Because you're playing a pressure guardian and you have no pressure because you have no damage. The wall is worthless. Maxing the wall is literally worthless. You could level nothing. You could leave the wall at rank 1 the whole game and it would be just as valuable. Positioning is questionable. He's getting a lot of damage. There, Athena's starting to bully him. He's keeping up on XP, but it's through leeching the mid laner. Okay. Yeah, they're getting bullied in this mid lane right now. This is not looking good. That Loki just died a tower too. This is looking rough. I mean, you can just look at this. Look at this. It's because he's missed a lot of abilities, but he's not leveling his 2. To be lower level than Athena is, I mean, it's early, but you can see where this is going. Lower level than Athena is lower damage as a Ymir versus early game Athena is crazy. The wall lasting longer is completely irrelevant, bro. Leveling the 2 for clear and pressure is a must. Leveling the stun is value because it increases the stun duration. But in the early game, you don't need to rush a longer stun duration. You're not doing anything. You have a slow combo off of it. Your rank 1 stun into a max rank 2 is more pressure than an extra fucking second on your 3. Your 2 is doing like quadruple damage at max rank versus rank 1 and slowing. Oh my gosh, he's gonna start taking a lot of damage soon because he's falling behind. And he's going magic defense here, so he has a prophetic into magic defense when their core damage for him, I guess the Hades might end up being core damage against him, but this Neith is gonna mess him up. This Neith is going to destroy him because he didn't go physical defense. Oh, he went Genjis. He went cooldown Genjis, and he didn't even level his 2. He's going aggressive, an aggressive defensive item, and then not leveling his aggressive ability. This Athena is everywhere. This Athena is definitely exploiting him. Neith, the Neith with double lifesteal. What the hell? All right, what's he gonna do here? That was a. Why are you walling? It's triggering me. I'm getting tilted. I'm actually getting pissed off, bro. Why are you walling? So far, this is proving my point that ELO hell does not exist. ELO hell is not real. Because this would have been the one time where like a support in silver MMR, 1200 MMR, I could see the argument like my teammates make it so I can't win because it is very hard to carry from support, but that is not the issue right now. Mechanically, he hits a double stun. Doesn't too. He's so dead. He takes so much damage from this Neith. If this Neith hits him any more times, he's dead. That's actually a decent wall, just pointless at that point. He's already dead. The game's dead even though, despite, you know, the Ymir struggling and the team kind of having issues. There's no way. There's no way, right? He's not tanky at all. He's super squishy to everybody. Neither of his defenses are over 200. So physical slams it. Oh, okay. He just walked into 4 people. Yeah, he's screwed. He just walked right into 4 people. Oh, this is getting out of hand, I think. Oh my gosh. What's this Athena's build? I didn't check their Athena builds. The Athena's got Prophetic, Gauntlet of Thieves, and he's building a correct physical defense item. Yorm rotated over here and got some kills. They have vision. He knows the Susano's here. If he goes Valor for cooldown, I'm gonna be really, really upset. Good wall. Actually a good wall there. His first really useful wall. They burn beads too. I don't know why that dude threw his ult out. He's standing so far back. You need to be up in front of your carries unless you really just think your carry inted and there's no reason to be there. At that point, you're running away. You're not watching. 2 is priority on Ymir. His ability leveling is dog shit. His ability leveling is literal trash. This is a live match. This match is happening right now. Still a very close game. I mean, he could redeem himself in the late game, but I think we're seeing why he's 1200 MMR and not actually in this bracket. Look, he's so far back again. As soon as his stun's down, he runs away. Good wall, actually, to block the Neath autos from himself. He trades there into the Hades. That was smart. Okay, he missed his 3 and his 2. They secured the pyro. He's out. He doesn't care what his teammates are doing, dude. He's out. He could be helping them still if they're fighting. His team did get the pyro. Yeah, he's not using his cooldown star. Let's see what his other active is. If he goes blink. Bro, you're active. Oh, he realized. Meditation. I'm fine with that. I mean, you might as well go med first, though. If you're going to go med, just go med first so you have better sustain. Oh, he went contagion. I'm okay with contagion, I guess. I mean, he realized they had a Hades for healing and the Neath for healing, so I respect some anti-heal. Definitely not bad. He's still very squishy for 20 minutes. So his defense versus... Oh, Athena died. I can't check Athena's defense. No, he's a support main. This is a silver 1200 MMR support main who believes he's a plat level player. Yeah, his prophetic stacks have got to be non-existent right now. Yeah, I mean they're not horrible. He's way behind the Athena though. Look at this Athena. This Athena is super tanky. 241 Fizz, 164 Magic versus the Ymir, who's 184, 179. So he gets melted by everybody, where the Athena is taking very similar damage to Mage, but not taking much damage from Fizz. And they pretty much have matching comps with just different gods. He walked past that guy to throw up his wall. His mid got picked while he was running at somebody who was already ulting out. That's really bad positioning and targeting. That's a good stun. His team's all dying while he's sitting here. W King tanks. All of his abilities have gone into tanks. He's dead. He's screwed. Oh, and he's missed the stun or the root. Good wall. Very good Ymir wall. That's his second best wall the whole game, but they're all dead. This is really telling of how important the support role is to a match, to a team-based game. Because this Ymir is... I mean, he's not doing anything for his team. His abilities, his targeting, where he's positioning, it's all kind of worthless. Did he drop the bomb? Did he waste his bomb? Oh. The Athena is very tanky. Athena's at 264 Fizz, 180 Magic, and the Ymir literally has half the physical defense. There are 100 less physical defense. A little more magic defense though. Still not leveling his 2. His 2 is the last thing he's leveling. Is he gonna go Heart Ward? Why is he so worried about magic? Not saying the magic damage isn't a problem, but he should be equally worried about physical and magical this game. His wall range is like 10 miles further, by the way. That was good. You got to made the guy run away and blink out. His low-key died though while he was walking at the Merlin. What's happening? I'm wondering if we get out of this game if he's gonna think he had a good game. And I'm not like I genuinely wonder if he's gonna think he played okay and just doesn't realize how poorly he's actually playing. This is someone who, like, coaching or somebody literally watching your gameplay might be the only way you realize that you have a ton of room for improvement. So they don't know they're on fire. They don't have a ward there. This Hades is inting for his team to get fire, which is just bad in general. They might not get it now. Nice stun, but why the wall? The walls are my problem. He's trying to dive. It's like he's screwed. It's like he wants to be a solo laner. Oh, he hit it. No, why'd you charge the ult? I don't know what his most played god is, but it's what he wanted to play this game. The med pickup was fine if it was first item. I don't like his second item, and he doesn't use that. He barely used his horn shard. I think he used it twice, and it was only useful one of the times. I'm so worried this is going to be a pestilence. I don't think it will be. I really don't think it will be, but it's going to hurt my soul if he tries to go pestilence too. He's so squishy to Fizz, man. He's buying wards, which is good. Look at how much damage he just took from magic. He's magic focused defense 240, and he just took that much damage from the Athena and the Hades. Oh wait, is he getting his item or buying? He's buying counter ward. Dude, he's gonna have he's gonna have over 300 magic defense already. There's no reason to go Genji's and Heart Ward in the same build ever. Oh, he has so much magic defense for no reason. I think if he's hit an ability, it's been on the Hades or the Athena the whole game. I don't think he's stunned carry in an actual team fight. Like, yeah, randomly. He has hit the Merlin a couple times, but not in a team fight. Loki got insta-killed. His positioning here is really bad. He's just by himself, separated. He's dead. Yeah, I don't know what he was meta. I don't know what's going on here, dude. Whew. Look at how tanky this Athena is. This Athena has the same amount of magic defense as the Ymir, but almost double the fizz defense. And the gold was even until, you know, the last fight and a half. Like, this Athena didn't have a massive gold lead. Let's check back in with our boy. I don't know if I've ever seen a Ymir do this with his abilities in my life. No, he's only 2 levels down. Athena's level 17, he's level 15. Oh, now the Athena's 18, so he's 3 levels down after that. These last picks. Good wall. Not really gonna do anything with your ult. He actually positioned there and planned out putting his wall up to make sure his teammate could get out. Like, he ignored the guy behind him and went to make sure the carries couldn't get to his teammates, which is smart, but that's the first time he's done it. 29 minutes in. He plays like you would if you were playing, not even, like, sometimes he's positioning like you would a full damage Ymir, but then other times he's just not doing anything. Yeah, he's just chilling with half HP. He gets a pick, he baits somebody in, pure luck, 0 planning around that. He's still so squishy. So fucking squishy. I feel like he's not even warding that much either. He might get a penta. Ah, he stole his penta. Merlin took his penta kill. That's game. You just surrender at this point, honestly. No penta. He hasn't upgraded this Heart Ward amulet yet, or his starter, his actives. Missed that. He plays almost like he's lagging. But I kind of feel like it's just his reaction time. They didn't end. They got 2 Phoenixes, but they don't end. His build could have been so much better here, by the way, if he didn't go Genji's. Even if he went Wingblade here, it would have been better. Wingblade would have done wonders for him on Ymir. Especially if he wanted to go double magic defense. Oh, he upgraded his starter. That's good. He's a little bit tankier now. He's cap magic defense. Look, he's cap magic defense without an amulet of the stronghold, which is going to give him like another 70 prots, bro. So he's hard overcapped on magical. Hard overcapped. All right, well, Amulet of Silence is not the move. I don't even think he can proc this. Like, he doesn't even go up in auto to proc it. Oh no, he did proc it. He did proc it with the abilities. It didn't matter though, because he was out of range to silence anybody that mattered. Okay, wait, his teammates are kind of cooking. He's not cooking though. Let me see player damage right now. Yeah, look at their team. Their Susano is 55,000 damage, and he opted to stack overcap magic defense. Like, most of the damage he's taking is fizz. That's game. That's hard game. All right, so that game definitely did not prove there is an ELO hell. It, in my mind, solidified my belief that ELO hell does not exist, and you are in the rank you are supposed to be. Oh wait, do you have a mic? From grinding ranked, you believe, not even taking this count before playing this game, that you are good enough to play with plat players consistently, right?
I would say more like high-end gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the MMR discrepancy is all like, you're basically gonna play against the same players, so it's kind of irrelevant. You think you're up there. Do you think you played a good game right there?
No, and I'm actually very nervous.
Okay, I believe that. That's understandable. It's gonna happen. It's kind of besides the point. It's gonna happen. Because like in the same scenario, if you got placed into a game with a bunch of names you recognize were higher, you would still be kind of nervous, right? Like if you were a plat player, you got put in a bunch of pro players, you'd probably still get nervous. It's gonna happen. But do you think you don't think you had a good game? Do you think you played like average, or do you think you played bad?
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably about like a 4, I'd say.
Okay.
I mean,
And do you play
58k? I mean, I was kind of face tanking a lot of crap, and the Susano went 25-1, which was a little hard to fight against. But
okay, do you play a lot of Ymir?
Yeah. He's probably one of my most comfortable guardians. I play a lot of Ymir, Athena, and recently Maui and Ganesha.
Okay, so on Ymir, you know you leveled your abilities completely wrong, right?
I maxed the 3.
Yeah, no. Max your
the 1.
when you no.
Yeah.
Your 1 should be leveled last. Dead last. Your 1 is like you had the idea of when to use it. I'm not gonna say you were using it wrong, but you don't need to level it up to do what you wanted to do with it. It's worthless. Mm-hmm. You want to level the 2 so you have pressure because you're playing Ymir. The god's whole kit is the fact that you can stun 2. You didn't stun 2 once in that in-laning phase. You also never hit the creeps once with the whole wave with your 2. You were hitting either melees or backs. You were never hitting the whole wave.
Okay.
And a lot of the game, you were standing behind your ADC or your carry, especially in that early laning phase. You were standing behind the CERN 90% of the time. So
Okay.
this isn't me shitting on you. I'm gonna try to like help you so you can get better. But I would have put,
dude, and I appreciate it.
yeah, I would have put your gameplay at like a 2 max, 2 out of 10, like
Okay.
barely a 2. You probably missed like 80% of your stuns that game.
Okay.
You also auto the. Are you on controller?
No, I'm on mouse and keyboard.
Okay. Your ping was fine?
My ping is about 108.
Okay, that's a little bit high. You auto the air a
I'm in
ton.
Washington and I play on the East Coast server.
Yeah, that's respectable. You play on the right servers. You don't play on PvP servers. But you auto the air all the time. If you watch back the VOD, you walk up and you'll throw your wall like it's an important ability, and then you'll try to like 2 or you'll try to stun 2. Your wall doesn't need to be used. Run up and stun somebody and 2 them. Just that's your combo every single time. Use your wall as either a blocker, which you were using sometimes, like you'd try to stop the Neath abilities or whatever, or use it to stop people from running away. So their team, you're saying that Susano was bopping off. You could have hard countered that Susano very easily.
My team actually typed in chat. They were like, "Hey, you should search for the Susano and try to keep him off of one of us." And once they said that, I kind of did. But I mean, that guy was all over the place. And if I tried to stun him, he just blinked away.
At that point, it might have been too late. But that's something you could have been doing way, way earlier. But I will tell you, you were the reason you didn't have full pressure in the duel lane. You should have controlled the lane. You should have had every shield buff. Your ADC should have been gigantic. And honestly, your ADC was playing great. If you would have had that early pressure, you might have put your ADC in a place to out carry that Susano, even though Susano had a big game. So that's something you need to look for. And now we gotta talk about your build. Why were you so worried about getting magic defense?
So I know there's Smite source and everything like that. My biggest thing when I play support is I look, what do they have 3 of or 4 of? Do they have magical or physical? And based upon that, that's the item that I normally go after Prophetic Cloak right now. I feel like it's most comfortable for me as a player because those are the enemies I'm going to be facing more is if they have 3 magical like they did there.
Okay, so you're counting the Guardian who's full defense as one of those damage dealers.
I know, and I guess I can further explain. I'm Noah support, like I'm gonna be in duo lane for a while, and then I'm gonna rotate to mid. And who am I gonna face in mid? Probably a mage and another in the support, right? So,
No. Okay, so when you leave duo lane, it becomes a 3v3. It's you and your mid and your jungle versus their support, their mid and their jungle. Their jungler needs to be in every equation that you as you're building, whether no matter not just support, like in every role. That jungler needs to be a key factor in your equation. If you had told me like it was a mage mid and a mage jungler and that's why you did it, I'd be like, okay, that made sense. But you got railed by their physical gods. Their physical gods were going to be your problem no matter what because you're playing Ymir. Who's gonna target you? Like as a support, who do you get hit by the most while trying to do your job?
Probably the jungle.
And then who's the next person?
The mage.
It might be the mage, but it's probably the ADC. You probably don't realize it because the mage is hitting you with big abilities. That ADC was autoing you every single fight the whole time. And you were walling off some of it, but it didn't matter. That mage, or sorry, the hunter was doing so much damage that you couldn't play the game because your build was overcapped on magic defense. Your idea is perfectly fine. What I would do is I would shift it. So you went prophetic into Genji's, right? Was it Genji's?
Yeah, I went
Genji's
for the cooldown.
And then you went anti-heal. You went fucking what's it called? Contagion. If you push that contagion forward, that makes it so your mindset can change. You need to avoid the mage damage at that point, right? You're like, okay, I'm low. You still prophetics give you a lot of defense, but at that point you're like, all right, I can eat autos from hunters, I can eat autos and attacks from the jungler, but I need to dodge mage abilities, which should be fairly easy because it's just Merlin. Then if you'd have gone where you went Amulet of Silence, that's a terrible item. Go the Heart Ward Amulet there, and that's all your magic defense. You fully stack your magic defense off one item.
Yeah.
And then
Can I explain why I went that item?
Yeah, go for it.
I went the Silence one because I noticed that our solo laner had built the Heart Ward Amulet of Stronghold. And I figured, why have 2 of those? Why not get the Silencing one?
Okay, fair, but your solo laner is a Yorm who leaves the map, and you are a Ymir who is going to be near your teammates the whole time. So if you're looking at that, you probably default to double of the same aura is bad, but that's not the case. You need to realize, you need to think who's going to give the aura to who's going to be around who. The Yorm and the Loki should be near each other. You should be near your two carries. So you'll give your carries the aura, the other one. The other reason is you're building it for yourself. That item makes up for all the magic defense, right? So in 3 items, Prophetic, I keep forgetting the anti-heal, Contagion, and then Heart Ward, you have full defense out of 3 items. You're very, very tanky off of 3 items. Instead, I think you were 5 items deep. And your Fizz defense was still nowhere near cap, and your magic was hard overcapped. Like, if you were going to go Amulet of Stronghold, you would have been at like 400 magic defense. So you can min-max your build to make yourself tankier earlier and not die as much. Okay. I don't know, it might have been nerves. I 100% would get it. You need to respect the fact that you also might have been like, these players are better than me. Play like you're better than everybody, no matter your division, no matter who you're playing against, so you can judge what you can do. Because you were so passive in lane, you never 3-2'd a single person, and then level your 2 so you can actually clear and poke, because that's why you have value. It's perfectly fine if you want to level your 2 like to rank 3 and then max your stun, but do not max your wall over your other 2 abilities ever.
Okay. That was misinformation. I believe I watched the Polar Bear Mike or another support stream at some time, and they said to actually max the wall first. But I found so much more utility out of maxing the 3. But if you're saying max the 2, I will definitely max the 2.
So a lot of what the pro player is going to tell you is what they know, and it's accurate from what they're saying, like from their play skill level, where they're playing the game at, and the wall first is a little troll for Mike. I could believe he said it. I don't know if he was trolling, but like in general, this is just me generalizing all the pro players. Just because they say something at the highest end of the game doesn't necessarily mean it is fact. I'm not saying they're wrong, because they're probably right playing at their level, but the game changes in rank depending on where your skill level is. So Mike could probably level the wall and be more useful than you because of his skill level, right? Like he could do whatever he wants.
I agree.
So that's not me shitting on you. He could probably be almost as useful as me doing the same thing. But that wall is gonna be the last thing you want to level, because that wall is only useful like a half a second anyway. It's for that initial block. You don't need to have 10 seconds of a wall to do that initial block, right? The 2 is going to let you run around and poke and be useful, which is what you're doing with Prophetic anyway, right? Like that's the goal of you, is to run up and stun somebody into them, and it's gonna win you lane. Winning lane will translate to more wins, which will get you into this division you think you're supposed to be in. I will tell you right now. Maybe you should be higher than you are, but based on that game, you are nowhere. Their Athena outplayed you and played way better, just off of not like raw mechanical skill, just off of like game knowledge, little things. Like I said, your build, leveling your stuff correctly. It seems like you think like you aren't just doing stuff, which is good. Like you have a reason for why you do everything, but it's a mix of you just maybe not having not thinking the right way, because no one showed you. Like hopefully me telling you this, you'll start thinking that way too, and maybe getting the wrong information from somebody like PPM.
Okay,
because I won't say go ahead.
I've been as low as 600 MMR before.
I've learned last year. I learned that there's a lot of you guys who somehow bounce around from low 500 MMR up to like 1500, and you just bounce in there. And I don't know how you do it. I believe it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because these, I've seen the players in the game. I will tell you, support is the hardest role to carry on, and I would not recommend being a support main until you get to like diamond, maybe plat.
Okay.
Just like in general to anybody.
I heard you say that the other day, and so I've been queuing mid carry is what I've been doing. And I've actually like kept a log of the last games that I've played, and like what role I queued for and what role I got. And why I think I'm kind of stuck in ELO hell is like one of the games I played yesterday. I played Ymir in a ranked game, and our jungle picked the Manicore, and our carry got mad and said I'm jungle and picked Arachne, and proceeded to go 1-16 while using homophobic slurs all game.
Okay, you see that happening in my series now. That's gonna happen all the way up into Masters. Like that's just how people are in these games. because they're so heavy focused on team. But that's the thing, these games are very team focused. Being a support, you very rarely have full control over winning or losing. The more active you are in your warding, your calling, telling people to back off and stuff, the more you can read the map and tell your team what to do. It'll help you win as a support. But I think you should focus more on that once you can get yourself up higher, because your teammates are going to bring you down majority of the time. You have a ton of room for improvement though. You have, like, if you are 1200 right now, if you do the 3-4 things I told you, you should easily be up into, you know, gold plat games. It shouldn't take you long to get up there.
Okay, so you're like, should I continue to queue mid carry? Like, because those are my two other most comfortable roles.
If your goal is ranking up, yes. If your goal is getting better at whatever role and playing the game to have fun, so you play your role that you enjoy more, then that's what I would do. But if you want to rank up, yeah, you shouldn't be playing support. You should wait till you can get high rank.
I mainly play support right now because all my friends that I play with, they tell me that's your best role. You do best for us when we play together when you're support. And so I just kind of took that and I ran with it. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. And I normally don't grind rank though.
If you want to play support, okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I feel like you should grind rank this season more than ever because it's actually way better than casuals. Casuals are very bad this season. So I would recommend playing ranked in general. If you queue with a friend, or if you just run into somebody who's decent at ADC, queue with them, then play support. Win your dual lane over and over again and make sure your carry can carry. You'll be fine playing support in that situation. Solo queuing support is not worth at all. Okay. My last thing I'm gonna leave you with is, if you're playing Ymir like this, there's a good chance, I'm not, you know, hopefully not, but there's a good chance the other gods you play a lot of, you might be leveling the abilities wrong, you might be building wrong, and you might be playing wrong. So don't just think this is you on Ymir that's an issue. You need to make sure you re-look over all your normal gods and make sure you are playing them correctly.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for doing this, man. It was great.
No, thanks for being part of the content. It's this is something I've wanted to test for a long time, so I'm glad I got this. This is a good first video.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right.
Have a good night, man.
Yep. Later.